Hey. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Coach Fee, your Worth Activator, and this space is for moms and women who are learning to live with peace, finding faith to move into clarity and alignment while walking in their purpose. This video is a part of a small series that I decided to do as I pivoted from the last video. But all my videos will be segregated and placed in the series so that you guys will be able to look at those. But this series is specifically for moms who love their kids deeply but are kind of tired of carrying everything alone. It's not about doing more, being perfect, or fixing your whole life. It's about building peace in a way that's realistic and sustainable for you, sis. So, if you're watching this while you're multitasking, take a break. You're in the right place. So, let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to talk to you about today is peace shift. Number one thing I say is to stop doing everything yourself, mom. I used to find myself just trying to do every single thing by myself. But one of the biggest reasons moms feel overwhelmed is because we're doing things that don't actually belong to us anymore, you know? For example, in my house, when the kids are home in the morning, they make their own breakfast. Yes, even my son, who's 9 years old. That's not neglect, by the way. That is very intentional. Because for me as a mom, it's important for me to teach my son how to do the basics of what he'll need to do in order to still be able to grow and function on his own. Mom, did you know that your peace increases when responsibility is shared? I had to learn that I don't have to do everything to be a good mom, and neither do you. So the second peace shift I would say would be to decide your daily non-negotiables. You know, overwhelm happens when everything feels rushed or urgent. And for us, sometimes we tend to do that. Take a moment, take a deep breath. So instead of a long to-do list, I decided to do maybe 3 to 5 non-negotiables. These are things that I know that I have to get done in that specific day. Things like my kids need to be fed, they need to be cared for. And one meaningful task gets done and dinner happens and then I rest. If those things happen the day, it counts. It's a win. So I would say freeing them up from different things also allows me time to do the things I actually do have to do as far as setting my calendar and other appointments. The third shift would be to use anchors, not rigid schedules. Don't pigeonhole yourself to certain times, This will create more peace. For instance, we have a morning anchor and an evening anchor. Not a perfect timing, just a familiar flow. So the kids know that breakfast is between certain times in the morning and they know dinner is between maybe 5:30 and 7. When the kids know what to expect, the whole house feels calmer. And that's building structure. And structure does support peace. Shift number 4, I would say, would be build pauses on purpose. Take time to relax, mom. So for a lack of strength, take your pauses, take your breaks if you need to. This can be sitting in the car, looking, oh my gosh, looking outside, or taking a seat outside on the porch. I'm not the mom to lock myself in the bathroom door. I think that's kind of old. I just basically go to my room and take 10 to 15 minutes for myself. You don't need an hour. Just be intentional about getting your rest in, sis. If you need a break, take a break. Okay, a peace shift number 5. Lower your expectations, not your standards. There's a difference between high standards and unrealistic expectations. For me, in my house, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't even look at things to be perfect anymore. I used to. And even trying to do some extravagant meal, we do eat great at least maybe twice a week. Do I cook homemade dinners? Yes, I do. But do I go out of my way to do all of the bells and whistles? Not every day. Because shift number 6 would be protecting my boundaries. And I protect my peace with the boundaries by adding incentives and things on when the kids are doing things that they should be. Not just because I want them to be quiet. I give them something to just make them hush. Peace is not selfish, but it's very necessary. So my encouragement is that if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not failing. It's normal to feel this way. You're human. And none of us have been given a manual on how to be moms, by the way. So I just want you guys to know that also God is not disappointed in you or how you run your household. But there are ways for us to simplify things and make it a lot easier on us as parents. Peace comes through alignment, not pressure, sis. You know, and if you can't take anything else from what I'm telling you today, just know that you don't need to do more to deserve peace. All of us deserve peace, regardless of what we're doing and how hard we feel that we've worked for it or not. That just doesn't make sense to me. Work hard for your peace. No, doesn't sound right. I don't know if it does to you. But living without overwhelm doesn't mean life gets easy. It means you just start carrying the right things in the right way. So if this video helps you, please comment. Give me your comments below. I would love to hear from you. And tell me some of the things that you struggle with on a daily basis as a mom. And my intent, like I said, with this mini series is just for moms. I'm just getting started because there's so much more I can share with you guys on a daily basis as a mom who homeschools. So until next time, protect your peace, sis, and give yourself grace. And remember, you're doing better than what you think. Thanks for watching my channel, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.